gulp of water right when I go live because I did just start it. I did, but I want to play that Wordle because you said it was difficult. Okay, should we try the Wordle first and annoy everyone? Okay. Oh, the camera's like dead too. Okay, that's cool. Remove. Yes. Remove. Yes. Add source. Video input device. Okay. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Okay, we are going to play Wordle. Because why not? A nice guy using the Realm Leviathan V4 and everything. He was doing PGT Novice. I'm not that familiar with that one, but he's like way up there. What is he percentile wise? He's 98th, 99th percentile. Jeez, dude. I don't know what PGT Novice is. Anyway, let's play some Wordle, huh? So my wife just played it. She got it in 5. Oh, brother. Sure, let's try it. And then we'll mod mice. I don't know, I'm just gonna annoy everyone. Oh, I need to get the bots running. Sure. And get chat up. There we go. Okay, cool. Make sure my streamer bot's actually running. That thing bothers me. Oh, we make it look easy. Hey, what's up, dude? Okay. Let's start with... Lauren said it was hard, which makes me think I want to start with a more difficult starting word. Like, I know a good one is adieu, but things ending in U is really weird. So... I could try like a... one word should I do a word that I sometimes start with? No. Maybe I'll do... I try to start with a different word each time just to make things fun. Like, I do want something with a lot of vowels. What's a good word with a lot of vowels? I've done before Louis, adieu, and... I don't know, let's try... Maybe I should just do Louis. I will just do Louis. Whatever. Okay, there's an I and an E. Interesting. And it's not ending in an E, so it's probably not an iMagic E type word. And no L-O-U. There could be an A. And hard mode that I've done that I like to do. Not that I like to do, but I can do. Oh, live streams 3? Did it ping 3 times? Oh, geez, it did ping 3 times. Modding and chatting. What is that thumbnail? This clanker. Oh my gosh. Dazbot. Jashan, good to see you again. It's been a minute. Oh, wait. It's in Discord. I'm stupid. I can't pop out of this. Play now. Oh, it's over here. I'm silly. Let's try like a W, something with IE. Maybe it starts with E. It starts with a vowel. T, R, S are all good letters. N is pretty common also. Like one word I could try is tires. Sure, let's try it. Okay, there's an R and I have the I in the right spot. So, oh, that's tricky. Okay. Something like R, I. We know that E isn't in either of those positions, so the E is in the first bit of the word. Okay, yeah, so E is either here or here. I mean, could it start with EI? What even words start with EI? I don't think so. Oh man, I mean maybe it starts with the R. R I E. I don't know, dude. This is weird. This is a weird word. Oh man, I don't know words. I remember one time the word the other week was 8. I don't really know if dude, this is tough. You guys got any guesses in chat? Man. EI. Oh, I don't need to listen to myself, huh? Yeah, the E is either there or there. I would love to try like a random word with a bunch of consonants to try to do that, but I'm also trying to do hard mode. Like D-I-E, because we know. We already tried a T though, and we know there needs to be an R. What about something that ends in like an R? That's tricky. Oh man, Dazbot is still going off? Yeah, I don't know what Dazbot is doing. I'm sorry for all the pings. Maybe there's like a double up on certain letters. Whoa, this is a weird word. Hey, Lauren, is it a word that I would actually know? I'm gonna ask her if it's actually a word I. Hey, Lauren, is it actually a word I would know? Yes. It is? Okay. I've only made 2, and they've been pretty good. I know there's an I, E, and an R. Don't give me any hints, though. It drives Lauren nuts when she watches me play. Though she always thinks she usually plays first, and then she knows the word, and then it gets all antsy. Oh, it's funny. G-I... Bro, I don't know. It might end in an R, but like, what is E-I... Man, this is tough, huh? P-I... Pier... I haven't... Would it be like this word, Piper? Doubling up. No, I already tried the E in that position. Dude, this is a tough one. Do you guys have any guesses in chat at all? Why are you guys liking the stream? I should just go mod mice and what? Okay, I'm gonna let this marinate and I will actually go mod mice. Okay. That's what you guys are here for anyway. I don't know. Wordle's a fun game, but you gotta play it kind of like leisurely. I don't know, like when you're on the toilet or something. I am gonna start playing it when I'm waiting for my car to warm up. When I'm leaving work. My car doesn't run too great when it's cold, so. Okay. Oh, ouch. That stabbed me. I gotta find a place for all this junk. Yeah, I don't know. We'll start with the Chaos M3 because that's what's currently partially disassembled. I'm gonna swap in Armon Opticals. Hey, good evening, RPNS. Hey, I don't recognize your name. Is this your first time here? Okay, yeah, we'll do the... So, I think on the docket is going to be... Chaos M3 will be first. We'll Armor and Optical swap it. I've already modded this before. Do we want to go to a smaller battery? We could potentially go to a smaller battery also. This one looks pretty lightweight. I got an FK1C in the big 2026. Hell yeah, dude. Man, somebody just Final Mouse Frost Lord, including key, posted to Mouse Market right now. If you guys are a bad person, you could buy it, get the key, because people are reselling their Final Mouse centerpieces for like $800-900 on eBay. Yeah, actually, I'm not even gonna bother. We'll go back to Wordle at another point. Can I zoom in on Wordle? I don't think you guys can really see it too well, can you? Not particularly. Can I go settings, hard mode? Oh, hard mode I can't enable high contrast. Mute daily reminders. Yes, it will mute the daily reminders. Reload activity, pop out. Can I make this bigger for you guys? I don't know how to zoom in. Hint, statistics. I don't want to get a hint. Stay on top, full screen. Oh no, I don't want to hint. No, I don't want to hint. I'm just trying to get this stupid report app thing out of the way. High contrast. Yeah, I don't think I can actually show you guys. Oh, wait, maybe this is viewable if you... Oh, you can barely see it. Okay, whatever. Whatever, that's what we got. Okay. Also on the docket is going to be Lambs Atlantis. I have Armor and Opticals in this, but I did like a pretty mushy one, so I'm just going to swap the Armor and Opticals in this. Maybe I should also swap the scroll wheel. Man, I really want a different colorway Atlantis. Yeah, this one's pretty heavily modded. And then swap switches in this. They have Armor and Opticals. They don't feel good, so we're going to go with something more tactile. Maybe like a TTC or a Kale. And this just needs a fulcrum bend. So, we got some pretty straightforward stuff to do. But, back to this guy. Let's turn on our soldering iron. Hey, dog. Man, I'm getting hungry again. Shoot. 7:44. Yeah, I had kind of a late lunch today. Got, some work done in the basement. I'm working on finishing my basement. Very slowly, I'm not. But I'm doing some painting tomorrow. Let's check the weight of this battery. I'm pretty sure I've already weighed this. This is my adhesive on here. Yeah, this is mine. So I opted to not change... Interesting. I opted to not change the battery the last time I had this apart. I'm gonna guess 300 milliamp hour this size. I'm gonna guess like... Oh man. Usually 300 milliamps are between... The lightest I've seen is like 5.5 grams and the heaviest has been like a little over 7. I think this is going to be on the lighter side. If I can get my adhesive off, huh? JST 1.25 millimeter. I'm going to guess this is like a 6.1 gram. Which I think I'll still swap. I'll still swap it. What? 5.15? That's insane. This is the lightest. Okay, wow. That is nuts, dude. Well, I guess that's why I kept it. I should make a little note on it so I don't do it again. Is the red mouse Attack Shark X11 or X1? It is X1. Yeah, Viper V3 Mini. Sanded base. Weight modded down to, there you go, 49 grams. Yeah, so I will not be getting an ATK Ghost. I have ATK Ghost at home. I ordered some 150 mAh batteries. Going to do my first battery swap soon. Says we make it look easy. Right on, dude. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to at me in the Discord. Where'd you order from? Did you do AliExpress? Where are you? Are you located in the US? So no battery swap, huh? Maybe I should still do it. It does reduce by 2 grams, roughly. I can't really get this adhesive off. Yeah, I'm from the US, yeah. AliExpress probably then. I still haven't gotten into. Here's my stack of 60 of them. Ordered a whole bunch. The XINJ store has a thing where if you buy over 3 sets of 15, you unlock like a 25% discount. So yeah, I ended up paying, I think, after cashback and everything, under $1 a piece for these. Which is still like $60 in batteries, but I don't know, it's such a common thing that I do. I do it to like pretty much all my mice that I actually use. I actually wanted to buy the X1. I want to buy the X1. How lucky. Does it feel like ATK F1 in size? The ATK F1 felt small for my hands. How lucky? Bro, this is just like on Amazon. It's not at all a special mouse. I mean, yeah, it's a Viper V3 Mini. I can't... There's... Nobody... People discount Attack Shark instantly because they have such budget offerings, but like their higher tier mice are legitimately good. This exists between the two where you don't get a coating like their higher end options and you have the stupid base like their lower end options, but you can have a full skate around the bottom. I base sanded mine to reduce weight, also to allow for bigger skate support. Don't mind this part here. When you base sand, you got to not press down on the support forks for the scroll wheel because you'll burn it like that. No, I just got to fulcrum mod this a little bit more. I got armor opticals in it. It's a good mouse. It's a great shape. It really is a good shape. Viper V3 scales down well, smaller. I haven't used a Superlight 2C, but my Owla V9, which is like a smaller Superlight, I don't think it scales down too well. It becomes pretty tough to grip. I mean, I'm lucky because I can ask you directly while holding it right now. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if I should publish my list of my, I don't want to say collection, inventory. Collection makes it sound like I'm much more attached to all of it. My inventory makes it sound a little bit more detached. And then you guys can like post questions, I don't know. I used to post it publicly on the mouse modder spreadsheet. I think there might be one of the tabs might have a copy. Okay, chat, what do? I can swap out this battery. This is 300 milliamp hour. I can reduce the weight on my Chaos M3 by 2 grams by going to 150 milliamp hour. Is it worth 2 grams? I don't know. Where's the base here? I need to sand this base too. We can try a little destructive mod here too. Yeah, we're going to try a quick little... I'm going to reduce this just a hair here. 7.49 grams. Pretty good for a base already. But I'm going to do... one quick little mod here. Kind of want to buy the Super Strike X2. Don't pre-order. Wait for reviews. As with anything, unless you're like a reviewer or something. G502 wired for like the last 3 years. Hell yeah, dude. What brings you to this channel then? This is kind of like a... I don't know. It's weird what people's YouTube recommendations give. Like, I feel like a couple weeks ago we got somebody who was like super normie. Who wasn't even like into mice. And I'm like, damn, this is like such a deep cut stream. What are you doing here? Like, hey, welcome all. But like also... I don't know if I'm gonna entertain you much. Okay, that's not like staying in there, so we're gonna try my end mill bit. I'm just gonna reduce the weight here just a hair. I'm not gonna cut up the base. I like base sanding more than actually cutting the base. I could cut this here, but I'm just gonna do an invisible part, which will be the dongle storage. And just to double check before I make my cut, when the dongle sits in here, it sits like this. Okay. Okay, so it uses the ribs here. So I'll keep a little bit of those ribs. And this is making a little bit of a mess, so I'm gonna do it. I'll do it over the garbage. Sorry, you guys aren't gonna see this too great. Let's see, can I do this like this? Yeah, I can try. A little bit off screen, but that's okay. Huh. And my bit started slipping out there. Been watching you and Dez, the Australian spelling of Daz. You and Dez. Oh, I think I'm getting it. Also, Artisan Soft Outsu is coming. Nice. Be careful. Passion. Try not to dig deeper. You won't come out easily. What? Did Daz actually manage to get on vacation? No, he did not. We played Crab Champs last night. You guys can see that live stream VOD on both of our channels. Poor guy. So it was I don't know how much I can say. I don't think it really matters. He was going to vacation to Savannah, Georgia. Just him and his wife. He had the in-laws were going to watch the kids. I don't know if this very well could be like the first vacation they've been on, just the two of them since having kids. I don't know. But yeah. I don't know if he was able to get refunds either. I meant to ask him. They had a flight and they had an Airbnb booked. Yeah, he said they had been looking forward to it. That's a bummer, dude. Vacationing during the winter time is always a solid thing to do. Vacation to a warmer climate. I don't know, some people do the opposite though. I have quite a few coworkers who like skiing and snowboarding and other outdoor sports. Ice fishing, etc. But still, at the end of the day, even if you enjoy those things, there still is more to do in the summertime. Okay, I hope I didn't totally bork this. No, she's still good. Cool. I have no idea how much I reduced here. I probably only reduced like 0.2 grams. Island yellow shapes kind of look like ATK F1. No, F1's a different shape. I'll be sure. Viper V3 Mini is a different. Oh, wow. Okay, 0.15 grams. Cool. All right, whatever. Probably not worth it. That's okay. I just feel better about myself now. I could have removed the skate, the center skate, and had the same result. Hey, Viku. Good to see you. So, armored opticals. Let's do that. So currently these have hot swap sockets, and I was avoiding doing this, but honestly, the hot swaps don't feel great. So we're gonna remove them. How do we remove them? I don't know. I've done this before. Yeah, how do I remove these? That is a good question. Last question before I go to sleep. Would you say the Attack Shock X1 is rather a small mouse or medium to small mouse? You can check elo shapes and make your own judgment. I would call it medium small. I kind of go by the final mouse shapes for size. So a ULX small is what I call a small mouse. It's pretty much only fingertippable for most hand sizes. Final mouse medium is a medium shaped mouse, potentially on the slightly smaller side because it's so flat, it's so low, which again makes it more catered to only fingertippers or really small hands. And then final mouse large is like what I would call a medium large mouse. Large mouse I would call like Darmo Shark M3. Even like GPX and Viper I think are medium large, but closer to the large size. But still, like a Darmo Shark M3 is bigger than both. Hope you're all doing well. Hey guys. Man, how do I get this booger out of here, huh? I gotta do it 6 times also. Maybe what I can do is I can like pry up on it. Where'd my solder go? Attack Shark's available on Amazon though, so it's worth, if you're like interested in one of their shapes, you should try it. Also, like 3311 is, I get like people do not like it. Can I just push this out? I can. Cool. Okay. Technique acquired. Just gonna tin all of these just a little bit. And then we're gonna push. 1, 2, 3. It kind of explodes solder each time I do it, so I'm gonna back up a little bit. 4, 5, 6. Cool. And we just gotta pluck them out the other way. Hi, bro. What will you choice? Extra flex cable or battery if mouse without battery, 14 grams? What? I don't think I understand the question. Oh, one of them popped out already. I hope it's not still hot because I just grabbed it. No, okay, it did pop out. Cool. I think that's what one of the hot swap sockets looks like. And these are like smaller than the ones that are used on keyboards. And I believe I have a little baggie, my little drug baggie with extra ones. Is 3360 equal to 3311? No, 3360 is better. Actually, I don't know. Check the 3360 was like the first truly good optical sensor from Pixart. G502 launched with it exclusively back in 2013-ish. And it's an old sensor, but I'm pretty sure, I mean, it's like the first truly competitive sensor. Not to say there like wasn't competitive players back before then, but it's that's kind of a weird comparison. I don't know what the error rate of the 3311, I believe, is around 3%, which is not great. They don't publish the error rate, but Asus, in one of their recent releases with a 3311, did say 3% error. So, I haven't heard of the 3360 in a while. Yep, it's an old sensor. It's 10 years old now. But still a good sensor. I don't know, it might come down to more like firmware optimizations at that point. I don't know. Check the datasheet. Check PixArt's data sheet, you know? Man, some of these live streams make me realize I probably could just sit on my computer and just like look things up for you guys and not even do any modding. Would you guys like to see that kind of a live stream? I would engage with chat more in terms of like giving you guys fully thought out answers instead of just telling you to go look up a data sheet. But I don't know if the modding is like a good background visual. Ooh, I gotta eat tacos tonight too. I got leftover tacos. And use those up. I think they're like 5 or 6 days old, so I definitely have to eat that. It's already 8 p.m., says Lauren. Yeah, I'm getting hungry though, Lauren. I'm kind of sad. She said she was going to hang out with me up here. That's okay. She's probably down. She might be eating right now, actually. I don't know. I hope these are all cooled off. Custom flex cable and mouse 14 grams versus wireless mouse 19 grams. Oh, I would go wireless. I don't know. That's... I don't know. I don't like wired mice, but... Especially with a mouse, I'm assuming a mouse that lightweight is going to be very small. And small mice, I feel like you're going to be fingertipping, and fingertipping might bother me. Glad I didn't send a screenshot of mine. Oh, okay. Lauren's in chat. You ordered some zippy white plungers? Yeah, DF3 P1s, which are what... That's what G-Wolves uses. What are the mice are you modifying today? Pretty much everything here. It's really just... we'll just see what I can get through. I'm going to start with Armor Opticals in this bitch. Then maybe Attack Shark X1, Diryu A950, Rapoo VT7, maybe Lamzo Atlantis. I don't know. I title these videos, and then I sometimes go a totally different direction. Okay. So they put like foam bits on this. I don't like that. I really hope the shell design accommodates for... Or if the shell design accommodated for the extra height of the hot swap sockets, then I might have a problem here. We'll find out. Let's go ahead and bin some Omron Opticals. Oh, I think I have 2 pre-binned here that I took out of another mouse. How do these feel? No. No. That one's alright. I think I want more tactility. So to bin switches, I explain this because like every single time because I like the same. Sometimes I have the same viewers. There definitely are regulars, but then also sometimes there's new people. 13 people watching. That's crazy. Where do you guys hear about this? Is this coming through your YouTube recommendations? Or did Dazbot ping you 6 times and you're like, oh, all right, I guess I'll watch it. G-Wolves has the blue plungers with the white. Feels different. Oh, maybe I'm wrong then. Yeah. No. That was not bad. No. I like that one. Okay, I for sure like that one. Man, sometimes I get asked on like Reddit how I put Omron Opticals into things, and I wish I could just I need to just clip one of my live streams here. Ooh, that one's good. I like that one. Because it's so easy once you've done it. So maybe I could clip this live stream. Maybe. Have you tried Dota 2? No, I haven't. I don't really like non-FPS games. Dazbot is snitching on his musical attempt to put his kids to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, Thunderhead. I like your reply. Okay, so how to swap in Omron Opticals. So we need to... Step 1 is going to be to remove the transmitter and receiver LEDs. That's step 1. Step 2 is going to be to create a solder icicle off of this normally open stub pin in there. And then step 3 is to solder to the PCB like normal. So step 1. You can cut them off with snips, but I like to lift up like that and then wiggle these out, making sure not to open up the switch all the way because I don't want to make more work for myself. And then close it back up. And then I'm just going to make sure that it sounds... Yep, still clicks real good. That one's nice. That's a very tactile one. Second one, this is just a thin flathead. This is technically not a flathead screwdriver bit. It's like a, I don't know what they called it, but it came in a precision screwdriver set. There we go. Check the click. Beautiful. All right, I think that one's going to be my right mouse and that'll be my left mouse. So I like to lay them out on the table just like that so I know. Let's do the solder icicles. So to do that, I'll zoom in here. Maybe there's a better, I don't know. I like the term solder icicle. I don't really know what else to call it. Phalange's trademark term. That should be enough. Early on, when I would do it, I actually wouldn't like make enough of an icicle. Because you need it to like go deep enough to be able to go through the PCB. There we go. That's a nice long one. Wow. Okay. So left mouse with my solder icicle in. Oh, whoops. I got to put it in the right hole though, huh? So you can see the solder icicle barely poking through here. That's pretty much it. And when they're like this, they can wobble around a little bit. So you'll want to get it like decently flush and plumb. Doesn't have to be perfect. That's it. And then obviously the other leg. I'll do this other one first. Oh, that one shifted. I could feel that right as I soldered it. Ah! I'm losing it. There we go. Nope. So part of the reason why I'm like holding it with my fingers while I'm soldering it is because I'm trying to make sure that it sits flush against the PCB and there isn't a gap here. So this is going to be using the Omron opticals in a mechanical fashion because that stubby pin that we soldered to, that's a mechanical, that's just a normally open pin. There we go. That's it. Omron opticals being used in a mechanical mouse. Boom. Okay, maybe I'll remember to clip this. It helps your current camera is able to capture. It helps that your current camera is able to capture what you're demonstrating. Does pay for your stream viewing joke. What? And there's zippies with orange on endgame gear switch packs. So many variants. Oh, cool. Man, have you tried Dota 2? Okay, we're back. Okay, I guess we're caught up there. And then what do you do with the transmitter and receiver LEDs? I don't freaking know. Eat them. So that I can I cross that off my bingo card? Phalanges eats an Omron optical. Does that count? I don't know if Chad ever said what I should do about this battery. Should I try to save 2 grams and do a new battery? You know what? I will. I friggin' will. I could even go more aggressive, and I could go to an even smaller battery. What do I have here? I have an 80 milliamp hour. Oof, that's not much at all. Taste one. I guess you keep the transmitters in a case in case you decide to reverse the process. Yeah, dude, I did that. I did that with like my first 100 Omron opticals. Also, I don't know if the two LEDs are different. Like, one's a transmitter and one's a receiver, right? So I imagine they're actually physically different, right? They don't look different. Yeah, these look the same. I don't know. East one. Crazy. I also got to decide if I'm going to keep the coating. The coating on this, it's really weird. It feels chalky. Like, I don't know if this... Okay, so here's what untextured... Or this is... Man, I freaking mod all my mice. I don't think this is going to come through. No. It just... The coating to this feels like a really thin matte spray paint. It's like matte textured rather than most finished coatings will start feeling a little bit rubbery or glossy. This feels like a matte spray paint. So if you have like dirty hands, it's incredibly grippy. But if you have like really clean dry hands, it's actually not. I got a booger on it. Look at that. This is actually just adhesive because I removed grip tape, but we can pretend it's a booger. Looks kind of dry. Yeah, that's a good way to... Yes. It feels very dry too. Like you can see the texture, the normal plastic on the inside, then the outside it's... Yeah, so the color of it, it's almost like a grayish red in person. Like, see the color difference? And like, see how much more reflective the attack shark is on the right? Alright, I've debated the battery swap for too long. I'm just going to do it. Soldering iron's already on. You guys can have a demonstration of how I do a battery swap. Even though I probably shouldn't. These smell like lithium. That's not good. We'll try one. So we are doing... Okay, BTR. Need to change size of the connector though. Okay, my battery swaps. I need one of these. Oh, don't I need to get more? Didn't I say I needed to get more? Oops. Yeah, I think I do need to get more. I have way more batteries than I have connectors. Maybe I'll hop on AliExpress and order some after I do this swap. So how I do swaps. I got my battery and I got my correct JST connector. I buy these off of AliExpress. The connectors are incredibly affordable. I get ones that are like double-ended. It's a connector on both ends. And I think I get like 20 of them for like $2. So in total, it's 40 connectors. If somebody wants to know the supply or the link, I suppose I should put it on my mouse modder spreadsheet. Maybe I'll remember to do that. Maybe I won't. So I just use the knife to pry out these. What you need to do is you need to lift up on these individual fingers in order to slide the cable out. And then need to expose a little bit of the wire, so I just do this. I might even be able to use my fingernails. Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't take much. And then we'll chop the other battery. I'm going to chop this nice and short because the battery connector's all the way in the back here, and I can just mount to the top of the sensor or to here, right? If I wanted to mount all the way back here, I'd need a little bit of distance, but I'm probably going to mount to sensor, probably. And I personally cut these one at a time. Some people cut them all at once. I'll cut the thermistor and negative at the same time, but because I technically don't want to arc the battery. Like I just use my fingers to manually strip it. Alright. And now, what I like to do is I like to put one in my helping hands. Oh, the cutoff connector, I'll save this too. I don't really need them anymore because I buy my batteries with 1.0 JSTs. Where's my lighter? Gotta blaze it up in here, you know what I'm saying? There we are. I'll need my lighter. And I'll need my heat shrink later. Gonna grab, I got pre-cut heat shrinks. So the contraption I'm using here, it's called Helping Hands. You can get these on Amazon. It just uses a cast iron base, so it's nice and heavy. And oh, here they are. You can also 3D print. This is like a solder thing, so you put your wires in and then you touch them, and then this is your little soldering stand. I actually did, this has quite a few hours on it, but I just use the Helping Hands nowadays more often. Mainly because I want to do really short wire lengths. 17 people watching this garbage? You guys are insane. You guys want a close-up? I don't know, when I do a close-up, it kind of gets a little, like, deep fried, doesn't it? And then we'll just do a little dab. Is that in focus? Ish. Oh, I turned off my iron. How about that? Alright, we're gonna wait here for a second then. Any new chat messages? Looks kind of dry, yeah, talking about the coding. I don't know where I got these Helping Hands. They aren't mine. They were my dad's. So, I don't know where he got them. My soldering iron, I'm at 350C. So what is that, like 650F according to this knob? Which is a little toasty for soldering, but I guess I don't really care. I don't know. So now I just repeat this process 3 times. There's no real particular order that I do them in. Where did I put my little wires? What the heck? There's the black one. Where's the white one? Okay. Oh, is it stuck to this? No. Oh, there it is. Okay. Maybe it was. Helping Hands to the rescue. So I had a coworker who, speaking of Helping Hands, who has undergone knee surgery a few times, and he was telling me, he's like, he's undergone knee surgery multiple times, but he had shoulder surgery for the first time not that long ago, and he said he was like, I would rather take all my knee surgeries over one shoulder surgery. He said, shoulder surgery, you can't do anything. He's like, you don't really realize when you, like with a knee surgery, he's like, you get pretty used to limited mobility and you use crutches, you sit a lot, etc. But shoulder, he's like, everything from like trying to scrub your body in the shower, just everything in life is difficult. So I guess that aligns well if you, apparently if Hank Green has a video on how many calories are on a leg. So apparently, if you're gonna go cannibalism, eat a leg before you eat an arm. An arm is like a fraction of the calories of what a leg is. Although I suppose if you're also in a survival situation, mobility might be really important. So being able to walk might be more important. I don't know. Okay. Helping hands, all done with those. Turn off the soldering iron. There we go. So there's our 3 connectors, and we are black thermistor red on the original battery, so that is what we'll do. So I take my old one. I like to make sure that the hold down fingers are nice and depressed, so I'm just gonna bend those down, make sure those are gonna be ready to grip the pins. And we do... So I'll try to actually show it on camera here. Black. Do a test pull. Thermistor, which is either white or yellow typically. And positive. Double check that we're the same with the factory one. Looks the same to me. And that's how you swap a battery. So you can do a test if you're paranoid. You can plug it in and turn on the mouse. Make sure you get an LED. Cool. Oh, did I just hit the... Yeah, I'm hitting the DPI button there. Yeah. Cool. If you turn it on and it doesn't turn on, you know, sometimes the LEDs are going to be attached to the ribbon cable here. Yeah, and you want to unplug it immediately in case you're like shorting something. I'm contemplating the Mamba Snake M2. Not sure what color I want. I currently don't have a white mouse, but the accent on the black version is more distinct. M2. That's the... Excuse me. That's the like ULX looking thing, right? I went... Oh, what did I go with on mine? Did I go white? I think I went white because white mice seem to have like better coatings. Maybe? But I do agree about the black. The gold and black looks better than the silver and white. Like, where's our white? I want some white gold mice. Give me some gaudy Power Ranger, white Power Ranger mice. I'm gonna label this battery. My markers I put over here now. I need to get used to this. So this one is Chaos M3 Mini, and this was 5.15 grams, which is, I think, the lightest 300 milliamp hour I've tried. Very impressive. Yeah, pseudo ULX has Huan looking shape. Yeah. Daz and I both have one inbound. I think he got faster shipping than me because I think he got the Amazon one. I don't know when his comes in. Oops. I got a magnet off screen that I use to magnetize my screwdriver tips. You know, if you guys ever were to do an at-home setup like what I have here for modding stuff or hobbyist stuff, and you wanted a camera, definitely the phone cameras that I use is like, oh my gosh, it's like such good quality for such little cost, because you can just go get like an old Galaxy S8 or something from eBay for 40 bucks with a crack screen, maybe even cheaper. Maybe even, dude, you can get phones for free on Craigslist, I've found, or on Facebook Marketplace, that are like really broken and beat up. But as long as the camera isn't cracked, you know, and the screen is like readable enough, really good quality for the price. And then mounted in a very natural position. Like me, if I'm usually just working on stuff, I'm about like this, and I'm already pretty well centered in the frame. So So I got my screws in. Let's mount the battery. By the way, battery pins are slightly offset, if that helps you with locating them. So I definitely could go battery on top of this. I definitely could. Or I could go battery on top of these sensor, which is what I originally thought. Let's see, for weight balancing. Battery in the back for weight balancing is probably better. So that's what we'll do. So to achieve that, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a little tricky trick. Yeah. We're gonna try a little tricky trick. I'm gonna go with this adhesive, and I'm actually not gonna cut it all the way. So, snip off a section here. This is from AliExpress. This was just like $2. I think I've actually bought some stuff from their like dollar store ass thing. It's not that great, but I was like suckered into some mini games, funnily enough. And what I'm gonna do is, because this is not adhesive, this is the peely side with plastic. Oh, I should have used scissors on this, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch to scissors for this part. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm only gonna peel up the like... Oh wait, no, I messed up on this. I messed up already. Gosh, dang it. Well, what I was going to do is I was going to try to keep the middle without adhesive. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Okay, this is just going to get goobered. You know what I could do so this doesn't get goobered here? Is I could put a little bit of tape on it. Yeah, I can try this. Sure, why not? This is like way overkill for what anybody should care to do, but why not? There we go. Now we are goober resistant. You know, I gotta be careful. Sometimes I'll, like, not talk. I'll do things while I have a knife in my hand. I was in the basement today working, and I had a hobby knife, or a box cutter out, and I was doing exactly that. I was, like, climbing up and down a ladder with the box cutter with the blade exposed, and I'm like, why am I giving myself unnecessary risk? I suppose to reduce weight. That's so funny. I just, like, cut this thing away to reduce weight, and then I added adhesive back to it. So, like, I suppose I could technically cut. Sorry, I'm not on camera. I could cut a square out of here, but I think we're just, like, descending into too deep of a level of mouse autism. So, there you go. Here's a good picture, though. Nice battery setup, huh? Nice battery, bro. Where'd you get it? AliExpress. Where's my scroll wheel? This uses a chunky little thing. Yeah, here we go. Here's my chonker. Oh, some bitch. I'm gonna have to get this in here. Bend that encoder. Oh, damn, son. She's tight. One more attempt, and then I'm just gonna have to disassemble, probably. Nope, we're good. Hey, we're in. Okay, encoder feels good. We'll put a little bit of lube on the axle. Why not? Just because we're in here already. Lube it up with my Dijon mustard. So I just like to put a little bit of lube on the axle here. Not at all necessary. Also, you don't want a ton. Anytime you lubricate something, it's like a place that dust will try to accumulate. Like I'll even wipe off this extra grease here. And this is a silicone lube. You want to avoid petroleum-based lubricants on plastics usually, because it'll kind of melt the plastics after a long time. Yeah, Lauren? Okay, I'll be right back, chat. Lauren needs help getting the door open. Oh, doggy. Hi, doggy. You're so happy to see me. Yeah. Yeah, let's break that ice. Yeah, oh, you brought me a toy. Oh, yeah, that was a good one, Lauren. Okay, wait, Nova. All right. Okay, go, Nova, go. Can I go back to streaming? Yeah, this one? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, my pants, my socks, my underwear. Yeah, thank you, Lauren. Gotta do a laundry break. Haha, no, we'll do laundry break later. Okay, we back. Just shine in the dog paws. I love it. Yeah. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, I was lubricating the scroll wheel. Yeah, so petroleum-based lubricants, greases. Aw. Yeah, so we have an egress window in our basement, and I've been doing work down there. Right, because trying to finish the basement. And when she goes out to go potty, but I'm, like, when Lauren lets her out, but I'm still down there, she's seen me, she's barked at me before. Until she realized it was me. And now when she goes potty, she checks down there for me, even though I'm up here. What a silly dog. Yeah, the lubricant I use is super lube. It's a silicone grease. It's not, I don't know. I got a big ass tub of it for like $9, so I don't know. I'm not that like Crytox stuff. I don't know. I'm not like a super keyboard enthusiast. Do different greases feel different? I don't know, probably. But I'm not that level of autism with keyboards. With mice, I don't even think I am. And we'll put the connector back in. Do I want to clean up these buttons? Is that gonna bother me? I think it is. I will actually, in fact. Oh, you know what? I might just do some isopropyl alcohol. And wait, where are these screws? Oh, these are the foot screws. Okay. Good, I'm not missing anything. It's always funny when you reassemble something and there's extra screws. Yeah, isopropyl alcohol is like actually not the best thing for getting adhesives off. People like will use it as like a go-to, but it's really not that great. If you want like actually good stuff, you got to use Goo Gone. But Goo Gone, it's like greasy and it gets everywhere. And they apparently scented it. I have some Goo Gone here. Can I show you guys? Yeah, here's Goo Gone. Yeah, citrus powered, danger, harmful or fatal if swallowed. Oh boy, I know how I'm gonna go out. Yeah, so they added a. Is it this stuff that they added a bitterant to? Because yeah, kids would like be interested in it. Yeah. I remember, you know those air dusters, the compressed air cans for cleaning computers? They added bitterants to those because people were using them to get high. I was smiling the whole time you were explaining Omron optical binning. Yeah. If you ever get confused when putting ribbon cables back together, you know, the ribbon cables will have contacts on one side but not the other. The little blue thing's just a stiffener to help the cable with insertion. And then the connector, usually the side opposite the connector, the plunge, like the locking mechanism, you'll see the pins on the other side. So the pins are on the top side here on that beige part. So that's just how you know you need to have the contacts align. And it's always really nice when manufacturers give you a nice long ribbon cable. And for me, how I reassemble is I'll often just kind of support it like this. And then push it in. Oh, it came undone. There we go. And every once in a while, I'll just casually break a connector because screw me, why not? I did on stream a little bit ago. I broke one. Didn't mean to. Forget which mouse it was. It was one I was taking apart for the first time. How do these feel? Oh, yeah. Those feel pretty decent. Unfortunately, my right one feels a little bit too... My right mouse feels really good. My left mouse feels a little bit hollow. I wonder if that's why they put spacers in it. I wonder if I actually need to space that up. We're gonna try that. What's happening is I think I'm bottoming out on the mouse shell, resulting in a really hollow sound. Turn the soldering iron back on. Just when I thought I was done. It should be easy enough to space out the... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to move that switch upward closer to the button click pad. I'll show you guys what I'm going to do here. Crazy that 10 people are still watching this garbage. Thank you guys. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna hold on to the switch. I'm gonna apply some heat and I'm gonna try to move it away from the PCB. Not by much, by maybe just like maybe not even a millimeter, maybe by like half a millimeter. Probably burn myself in the process. Soldering iron burns kind of suck because it's like such a high temperature concentrated heat. Oops. Alright, we'll see what I can do here. Maybe a smart boy would use helping hands, huh? So I'm just gonna use my helping hands to grab onto the switch. Make sure I've actually grabbed left mouse and not right mouse. I've done that before. Okay, is that enough? No, I think I need to go more. That was too much. That might be good there. That also might have been too much. Shoot. Shoot. I'm losing it, guys. There we go. That's a good gap right there. Not quite a millimeter. And I think I still have... I gotta check this I'm on optical that I didn't desolder that middle pin. So you're gonna hear a couple Windows sounds, sorry. Me plugging in, I'm gonna test. Yes, okay, click still works. Very good. Coolio. Alright, soldering iron off. Put the solder away. Put the helping hands away. Cool. Why don't Switch manufacturers make Switch of every size so they can match encoders? Middle mouse button. Switches that are non-standard are so hard to find. They do make spacers, like for middle mouse. So you don't have to get like a special extra tall switch. They do make spacers. But then the switch will have extra long pins. I feel like that's a pretty normal thing. It's pretty normal with like any kind of part in manufacturing to have different configurations. To be able to support different, exactly that, different applications. Okay, I hope I spaced that up high enough. It's weird, in the world of clicks, like 0.5 millimeters is something that most people can't really imagine very well, but 0.5 millimeters in click feel is huge. It is huge. I mean, overall travel of a micro switch is... Actually, I don't know off the top of my head, so I don't want to say a wrong number, but it's not much. Make sure my power button slider still works. And I'm missing one screw. Nice. Did it roll off the side? I don't know where Mr. Screw went. Do I have any magnets around? That's always something I like to check for. Because magnets will suck up your screws and you'll never find them. No, I don't know where it is. What? It's not in my garbage pile. I have a bunch of little BB balls. These teeny tiny BBs. Oops. It's not a solder ball. It's from like a mod that you could do to mechanical keyboards to reduce the the travel distance. So I bought like a big old pack of them. Yeah, no, I'm down one screw. Okay, well. Damn. I don't know if I'm gonna have replacements because those are kind of small, awkward little chaos screws. I'll see if I have one. Oh, maybe. This guy should work. Aha, like a glove. Alright. Task failed successfully. Well, let's check click feel again. I was kind of worried about click feel with this anyway because that they put under left mouse trigger, they put foam spacers. So that makes sense. Please feel better. Okay. It is improved, but... Oh yeah, no, it's definitely better. Okay, once I tighten it down, this is going to be good. Very nice, Phalango. Very nice. Alright. Let me just put a couple screws in this before I put the skates back on and make sure. So yeah, sometimes putting in the screws will change click feel also. Gotta watch out for that. Okay, nice and tight. Nice and tight. Yeah, unfortunately my right mouse feels better than my left mouse. Yeah, my right mouse is a little bit softer, which I like. But I think we're gonna be good with... No, we are gonna change this just a hair. Okay, we're gonna fulcrum bend a little bit upward. I'm never gonna be done with this mouse. I don't know what to move on to next. You guys can let me know. Options are Oh, let me clean this up here first. Show you guys what the options are. And I like to use, here's my little cleaning thing. Oh, did I put it away? I used to have like a scraper I would use. Sure, I can use this thing. Question in chat. Remember, I was thinking of buying a V6 V8 or 029. Got the L7 Ultra for 30 bucks. Whoa, dude. 30 bucks, that's a good deal. Where from? Used? I don't know how else you'd get one that cheap unless you like got super lucky with like an early bird deal on AliExpress, which don't really seem to be much of a thing anymore. Double check that my screw's not in there before I throw everything out here. Yeah, I have an L7, another L7 inbound because I'm getting a mod kit from somebody and it requires another L7 PCB. So I went with L7 Pro, as Armon Optical's already soldered in. Well, not that I had a choice, I don't know, I just saw an L7 pop on Mouse Market. I'm like, yes, I gotta buy that. And the mod kit is coming over. It's not a review unit, it's a prototype. And the dude was like gonna send it to me free of charge, fully built out. I was like, dude, no, that's way too nice of you. Let me at least buy the PCB if you're sending me a 3D printed prototype. Wait, what am I doing? Wait a second. I'm like autopiloting to... Jeez, guys, I'm fulcrum bending. I don't need to take out the PCB. I was autopiloting. Of course, I did all 4 screws. Like a genius. Oh, I'm supposed to be thinking of that Wordle. Yeah, I'm supposed to be thinking of that Wordle, huh? Louis tires I have so far. There's no L, S, or T. That's a tough Wordle. Used, but the guy used for 4 days, and the guy tried to return, but he got money back, and the mouse came back. Nice. Yeah, all my, buying used doesn't bother me at all, especially since things that wear out, like switches, I can just replace myself, but I do always disinfect. Just because there's too many gooners out there. Oh, Nova's doing a happy dance, I think. I hear her downstairs, maybe having zoomies. Yeah, she's, I think, doing a happy dance. Wait, do you guys want to see? Oh no, you ran into the wall. Go, Nova, go! Go, Nova, go! No, I'm not gonna come down there and chase you. No, you know I'm not. What if I go back upstairs? If I run upstairs, are you gonna run too? She desperately wants to play, that poor dog. Okay, back to the other animal. Mice. Yeah, we're gonna fulcrum bend this guy. So sorry, the other options for me to mod are... Oh, I don't know, what did I have in the thumbnail? I should do the VT7. I have Huano Silence in there right now, and I just feel like Dookie. A big old turd. This feels like a pretty rigid plastic. But it feels kind of brittle. I'm scared to like really bend it. Very scared. Okay, I actually bent it too much. Yeah, I'm really not getting good feedback on this. Let's see, once that's screwed down, it's gonna be like that. This seems pretty good. Maybe a little bit on the hefty side. We'll see how it feels. I'll do a quick test before I even reassemble the PC, the side buttons. Yeah, it just feels harsher on this side. I don't know why it just feels harsher, but it does. Well, I think I'm gonna call it there, though. I think that's still, it's still a very good, I mean, it still is, like, a good implementation. It's just not perfect. So, let's move on, Falango. Does Daz mod his mice as well? No, not at all. He tests everything stock, and then when he's done with them, I don't think people quite realize either just, like, how much time-consuming this hobby can really be. Especially if you get into modding. I'm really glad that Daz is playing Crab Champs with me because it's not about me, it's about the dude, like, hardly plays games. Like, ask him when the last time he played a video game was that isn't Crab Champs. Kind of the same goes for me, unless you count, like, Mario Party with the wife a couple weeks ago. Dude, I need to eat some tacos too. Ugh. I should have eaten before the stream. I wasn't that hungry, I guess, when, I don't know. Streaming makes you hungry, I guess. Sure, we're gonna go with that. We'll check weight here too. I'm thinking this is gonna be like a 46-ish grams without No, I dropped the screw. Oh, I hope it did not go into the abyss. You know how sometimes when you drop things like a screw, they'll, like, bounce 8 meters away. Oh no. I don't know where that screw went. And it fell on carpet, so I definitely didn't hear it. Bummer. I don't know if I'm gonna have another one of those. We'll check. But first of all, I'm gonna move one screw from the rear to the front because click feel matters the most at the front. So he just, like, mouses as a collectible? No, dude, he's a reviewer. He reviews stuff, then he puts things back in the box. And then if he has time, he gets around to selling it. I don't even know the exact screw size. Maybe I should pull one out and take a look. Dude, that's such a bummer. I've lost 2 screws for this mouse already. Alright, that's what we're looking for. This one? What's a hex head? Or a... No, it's too big too. This one might be too big also. Yeah. Screw eater. Yeah. This one look good? Oh, this one looks really good. Alright, there we go. And how's it feel? Yeah, that felt good. Cool. There we go. Yet another reason to keep a bin of all your extra screws and crap. In fact, I'm gonna replenish. I've modded a bunch of mice, and I don't know, you come up with extra screws because I don't know, you forget to put things. I don't know. I have, like, all these extra screws here, so we're just gonna add to this. I've been hanging them onto them on this magnet in case I remembered where they went, but I clearly don't. So They just go in the bin. Like, you know, you'll remove like a DPI PCB or an RGB strip PCB, and then you end up with extra screws, or maybe you just forget to put one in. What keyboard are you using to play right now? I've been on the Skylung GK68HE for almost since the summertime, since the summertime. I don't know. I talked about it on Mousecast at some point, and that was... Oh, did I buy it during the summer sale? Or before? I forget. But, I don't know. I'm not into keyboards. Even Daz kind of laments reviewing keyboards that don't do something differently. Like, mice, at least you have different shapes to kind of keep things fresh. But, like, imagine if every single mouse that came out was a Sora clone. Yeah, there's going to be different coatings and different click implementations and different skates. But, like, damn. Okay, weight, I'm going to guess, is, like... without skates, 45.6. 41.5, wow, okay. Throw the original skates back on it too. The original skates are, they're fine. They're like Pulsar skates. They're kind of a thick-ish white. They're well-rounded. They're kind of slow. But they're alright. They're a decent size given the mouse too. They went with like this Viper V3 kind of looking skate design. The Chaos M3 Mini itself, where's the name of it? It's like a Viper V3 Pro Mini, but it has more rear hump. And then it's hot swap and lightweight and has a coating, but the coating's kind of weird anyway. Yeah, so Attack Shark X1 on the bottom, you can see it's more mid-humped. But these are pretty much like very similar in size and hand feel. Yeah. Alright, doggy. Want to do the Rapoo next? I kind of want to do the Attack Shark real quick because this is just a simple fulcrum bend. So let's get the low-hanging fruit done. And we'll switch to the Rapoo. Because the problem I have with Rapoo stuff is the click feel just feels weird. But there's a certain switch, there's a ZF switch that I have that I like. It has like a taller than standard plunger. And I think that helps with how the Rapoo's quick feel kind of feel... Oh, a third screw. Whoops. Kind of feels like Dookie. Cool, okay. Oh, I didn't weigh this with... Let's get a weight with skates and with the dongle door also. So actually how to use it. 43 grams. Pretty good, dude. Pretty good. And I'm gonna label the... I will label this with... I don't know if a marker will work. I'm just gonna label it as chaos. Yeah, it doesn't show up well for me either. Well, that's what we're going with. Something annoying is the dongle storage in this mouse. It's like you have to slide the thing in perfectly. Okay, fulcrum. Big old wire. Oh, I already have these bent up quite a bit. Is it just the switch doesn't feel great? Oh, it might be the switch. No? Maybe I need to space it. I'll try the spacer trick. Doing what I just did on the last one where I move it upward a little bit. Oh, the doggy has joined us too. Yeah, you found a baby Yoda. Yeah, I know, you think it's for you. You think it's for you, but it's not. This is not a Nova toy. Uh-oh. You're gonna if I gave it to her, she was gonna take it and probably run to the bed with it. Oh, did my side camera die? What? Huh? App stopped? Restart? I'm sorry, you guys didn't get to see Nova being adorable. Connect Droid cam on your computer. Oh, okay. That's weird. Hey, girl. Yeah, wait, where did I put it just now? Oh, it's right here. Yeah. I'm sorry, if I were to give this to you, you would take it and you would run to the bed with it. Yeah. It's so funny how you know, like, stuff. There's no. Nova, can I have it back? Hi, girl. Can I have it back? You want to be so sweet? Can I have it? Can I have it? Thank you. Sorry, you can't. You can have this guy. You want this guy? Yeah. Oh, you're gonna take that to bed? Is this your way of telling me to come to bed? Yeah, you want me to come to bed with you? Yeah, you're so funny. Oh, you're so sweet, dog. Dave Mouse as of now. Favorite? Favorite in what way? Shape? Skates? I don't know. Favorite color? Dude, the whole fuzzy thing that like IPI does with the Chi and the ATK Ghost and all these mice that we have coming out looking like that, they do look cool, they just feel like crap. I think those are pretty cool looking. I've always liked green. I have an Owla X9 coming. Those are, I think that's one of my favorite aesthetics. It's like a messy topographic look. Yeah. I'm also a sucker for white and gold. Like Mcho's K7 white and gold. Wise Owl Cloud XS Topo with the gold also looks pretty friggin' cool. I have a German Shepherd too. Oh, right on, dude. What's your dog's name? Boy or girl? How old? My dog's name is Nova. She is a bit over 2. Oh, I found that missing chaos screw. It was stuck to the bottom of this, the foam. Like crap gets embedded in here. Well, all right then. I don't need that anymore. All right, turn on the soldering iron. I'm gonna have to space this out a little bit. All right, Chaos, you are all done, so you get to go on the desk for me to test to make sure that you're good. Boy, just 2 years old. Tupan? 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 How do you say his name? And what does that name mean? Does that name mean something? Is it another language? Alright, so I'm just going to apply a little bit of solder to this. My iron might be a little hot for this. We're going to turn it down just a hair. And we're going to try to space this up just a little bit. That might have been it right there. Looking pretty good. So again, all I'm doing is introducing a gap. See that gap between the switch? So it's still soldered. It's still connected, and it's gonna click and stuff and register theoretically. I should go test it real quick first before I get too carried away. Sorry, Windows sound incoming. Yes, okay. Clicks work. Sorry, Windows sound is me. Alright, soldering iron off then. We're good with that. And we'll see if I spaced it too high. We'll find out. My dad picked, I'm from Brazil. It's basically an indigenous name. I don't know why he picked it. How am I supposed to, how's it supposed to be pronounced? Tupan? Portuguese? I don't really know Portuguese, but if it's anything like Spanish, it's probably like Tupan, right? That's pretty cool that you're from Brazil. Doesn't Brazil have like crazy import restrictions? Like, I've seen YouTube videos being like, an iPhone in Brazil costs like 3,000 US dollars. Is that a thing that affects you a lot? How do you feel about that? Yee. Yeah, Brazil is like such a populous country, and I know very little about Brazil. All I know is the big Jesus statue, Amazon rainforest, football, soccer for the Americans. Yes, pretty much. What else do I know about Brazil? That's like it, dude. I really don't know anything about Brazil. Cool country. Is it high on my bucket list to visit, though? I don't think so, but I also don't really know much about it. I don't know. Out of all Southern American countries, it's probably pretty high. Though I took Spanish class in high school, so I know a little bit of Spanish, so maybe I would be better off going to a Spanish-speaking country for that reason. Oh no, is it space too high? I think it's space too high, chat. Lauren sent me pictures of the dog. Damn, it is spaced too high, my dudes. Yeah, the click feels like good here. Yep, okay, it's spaced too high. Argentina is pretty cool, in Chile. Yeah, I have a cousin who, she was raised in a rural part of my state. Went to a small high school, but she took Spanish in college, and she ended up moving to Chile, and met a guy down there, a native, and not indigenous native, I mean a Chilean. And he got married, and they have a kid. Yeah, Chile is cool. I would like to go to Mexico. I haven't been able to go for work yet. So I work in the I'm a mechanical engineer. I'm in the automotive industry right now. And obviously there's a lot of automotive manufacturing in Mexico. Very prevalent. I haven't had the opportunity to go yet. I would like to go. I mean, a lot of automotive manufacturing in the U.S. in Mexico. It's actually scattered around quite a bit. There's a lot more towards the border, north side of Mexico. But there's a fair bit in kind of central Mexico too. But from the Mexicans that I've worked with, they all talk about how it's such an absolutely gorgeous country. I mean, you have beautiful water, you have mountains, you have tropics. It's really has a little bit of everything, yet the, like, crime rates, particularly in the bigger cities, make it, like, such a more difficult recommendation to, you know, young tourists. There's a reason why tourism sticks generally to the, like, resorts, even though they're like, that's not, you know, that's not what Mexico is. Okay, I pushed it down like almost all the way. It's still up a little bit, so we'll see if that's any better. Question mark. The Spanish that I took in high school, we learned like the Spain Spanish. You know, there's like different, obviously like dialects and accents are a thing, but also, for example, the formal versus informal uses of you. Spain Spanish is a little bit more formal than Mexican Spanish. I wonder if that even like has a cultural significance too. I don't know. A lot of the Mexicans that I've worked with, this is very much generalizing, so maybe this is, I shouldn't say anything, but the like handful of Mexicans that I've worked with, they have been very, first of all, they've been fantastic to work with. But the ones that at least I've worked with tend to do things by the seat of their pants a little bit more. So maybe there is a bit more of a culture of informality there compared to Spain Spanish. I really don't know if that's like reflected in their language too. I found the blue carbon Epo Maker new mouse so pretty. OMG, I'm in love with that. You getting the Super Strike? Nah, dude, I don't pay full price for my mice. But yeah, pre-orders go live Monday, right? So I know Daz was saying he was debating getting one because reviewer. Oh no. The tactility is good, but it's still spaced too high. Dude, this mouse was supposed to be an easy one. Brother. Yeah, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm excited for Super Strike, because the thing is, I am not at all, like, we know the shape already. All you're buying it for is the haptic clicks. I would like to try haptic clicks. I'm also, though, like, I really like how Omron Opticals feel. Though, I am a firm believer of, like, good haptic clicks I still remember the first time I went into a Best Buy, and I was playing around with a display unit of a MacBook there, and I didn't realize it didn't have physical clicks in it until I went home and I like randomly watched an LTT video on MacBooks and how they use the haptic engine for their touchpad clicks. And then I was like, no way, I did not think that was, I would not have known. The mouse is truly living up to its name. No, Attack Shark stuff isn't like terrible. I don't know. I don't know. The problem is, Attack Shark straddles a line between enthusiast and normie, and they don't choose one or the other, and they need to. They need to. Like, you have the very first Viper V3 mini shape, and it's basically like it's really well done. Like, shape-wise, it is really well done. This is an S-tier shape. But no coating, the plastic was slippery, kind of heavy, DPI button on the top, charging dock, big inefficient PCB, fat lens, big old dongle storage, small skates. Just weird, you know? And they're capable of making really good stuff. R6, R3, R2. All good mice. Okay, I hope that didn't put too much heat into that just now. Quick feel still is good. Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm going to leave my soldering iron on. I keep waiting for it to warm back up because I bork it. I also do like Attack Shark commonly uses for a middle mouse. They use a full-size micro switch, not the little small plunger things. And full-size micro switches have better rebound and tactility and all these things, so. I'm curious, how many of you guys have something on in the, how many of you guys are actually watching the stream, like actually watching this? That's just crazy to me. I could understand putting that sound in the background when aim training or playing a game, or maybe you have something going on the TV and you just only pick up on when I'm talking when it's like talking about something relevant, not just rambling. I don't know. I don't think this is fast paced enough to actually be entertaining to watch, but maybe I'm wrong. Speaking of watching things, I did watch the newest episode of Fallout, the Amazon show, yesterday night after the live stream. It's such a good show, but the episodes can sometimes be slow. I'm playing Fortnite, says Halo. Oh, sweet, dude. What Halo, what Fortnite modes do you like most? I got into it. If you look at my channel, I do have a bunch of Fortnite gameplay, but the game has changed a lot since I played in like 2017. You know what? I think the problem all along was... Wow, I think it's... Is my pad too thick? You know what? I'm going to try something here, chat. So I think the problem all along might have been that switch feels too light, not because I already have this bent upward fulcrum modded to the max. I think the issue actually might be the foam under here is pressing into the switch a little bit and making the switch feel lighter. Zero build, pretty much. Yeah, that's what Daz would play. But I don't know if like zero build, I feel like if you play Fortnite zero build, are you just like trying to make the best out of a game that you don't truly love? I don't know. I'm not trying to insult or anything. It's just like, I tried Valorant for the first time a couple years ago with a group of friends, and I was not having fun because I really don't like tac shooters. And so the guy I was playing with was like, well, why don't we try another mode? We'll try like the gun game mode. And I started playing this gun game mode where like after every kill or whatever, you get a different weapon. And there's respawns in it. And I was like, oh, I like this a lot more. And he was just like, yeah, I don't think Valorant's the game for you then, bud. I don't know, there are probably people who do just that, but I don't know. Then again, I'm kind of that way with Battlefield, I guess. So maybe I'm speaking out of, yeah, I'm talking out of turn here. Because like Battlefield, I'm not into all the vehicles and stuff. I would just play the like infantry focus modes. I should check Battlefield 5 and see if there's a ton of cheaters in that again. Or if that's actually playable. Because I play some Battlefield 5. Dude, I really miss 2042. But I guess it's for the best that I don't have any like games that I'm really into right now because I got a kid about to be delivered any day now. So maybe it is for the best. Yeah, so now see the button can actually come up even higher because I removed that foam that was acting as like a hard stop. So I'm going to screw this in and we're going to see how the click feel is now. My soldering iron can go off, I think. Well, it's a bummer that this isn't like this wasn't such a fast mod to this mouse. It still feels kind of light. I think I might just have to live with this mouse feeling it a certain way. Am I missing anything here? I don't think so. You guys remember, speaking of games, you guys remember was it Happy Wheels, the bicycling game? And the Toby Games guy who was like a YouTube sensation until the like child predator allegations cropped up or whatever. Was it sexual harassment? I forget what it was. Tobuscus. Yeah. But Happy Wheels. That's a fun game. You know what? Screw FPS games, guys. I'm just going to go full time into streaming Happy Wheels. I wonder if it's still around. Like, online Flash web games like that don't really take a lot to host and keep running, right? So maybe those can have longer lifespans than like full PvP AAA games. I think I just gotta live with this feeling kind of. The click in this is just not a very like tactile click. And there's a little bit of gosh dang it, there's a little bit of pre-travel. It's fulcrum bent too high. What do you think of the new Battlefield? I've talked about it on Mousecast quite a bit, but I'm bummed. I don't like it. First of all, when I was playing the beta, weapons had like too much recoil and the movement felt kind of bad. It felt slow. The engagement distances. Wait a second. I might be. Okay. No, in the beta, I had problems with motion sickness. And then when the full game released, I bought it and then I returned it. I was not impressed with the motion latency was improved a little bit because I think they added a like not a screen shake slider, but they added in something else and it helped. But the engagement distances felt too short. The movement speed felt too slow. I don't know, engagement distances being short can be really fun, but then you couple that with like slow movement and really bad spread. I think they've corrected a lot of things, but it just kind of failed to capture my enthusiasm. And I'm kind of at the point in my life where I need to take a step back from gaming. As sad as that is. Yeah, dude, I think maybe it's the Switch. I guess it might be the Switch. I'm gonna leave this one open and I'll swap. The Switch feels... It feels fine to me. Oh, maybe it's not. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'll swap that Switch. The maps just promote camping or running gun with no real in-between. That's a bummer. I'm actually think I'm going to take the stream down for a little bit. Oh, there's a red border to it? No, you guys don't see that. I'll come back to this later. I didn't really complete what I wanted to, but maybe I'll come back to the stream. I want to spend some time with the wife and eat some tacos. So maybe I'll be back tonight. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just see if Daz wants to play some Crab Champ. So thank you guys for hanging out in chat. Ronin, Halo, Vua, Thunderhead. I appreciate all you guys. I'm at the point where I don't get satisfaction from grinding PvP games anymore. I get more out of aim trainers. Oh, cool. Right on, guys. That's good for you guys to go after your own scores and stuff. All right. Catch you guys later. Maybe or not.